Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 13th Pan American Wushu Championship. It is held for the third time in Brazil, and it is a competition sanctioned by the Pan American Wushu Federation and organized by the Brazilian Confederation of Kung Fu Wushu, with sponsorship by the Federal District's government, the Sports Secretariat, and the Sports Support Fund Board's Director, the CONFI.
This year, we have the pleasure to host the participation of 16 countries representing over 300 athletes. They are going to dispute by the categories children, teenager, and adults.
Once again, hosting this celebrated event, Brazilian has become each time more a reference for major international competitions of this modality. On the year of 2018, the World Junior hosted on our beloved city had a presence of 46 countries, represented by 650 athletes now. We have the honor to welcome some of those delegations once again.
In order to begin our event, we have the pleasure to invite the presented authorities to compose the table of honor. Mr. Onat Go, President of Pan American Wushu Federation.
Mr. Marcos Alves, Brazilian Wushu Confederation Secretary General.
Mr. Li Champing.
Mrs. Lu Xiaolin, Pan American Wushu Federation Technical Committee Chairman.
Mr. Daniel Dionísio, Brazilian Wushu Confederation Vice President.
Mr. Yang Li, Pan American Wushu Federation Secretary General.
Mr. Math Wong, Pan American Wushu Federation Technical Committee Chairman.
Mr. Luzimar Santos, da Secretaria de Esporte de Goiás.
Mrs. Maria Madalena, presidente da Federação de Wushu de Goiás.
Mr. Carlos Dias, Vice President of Pan American Wushu Federation.
Mr. Fernando Raunakuri, Vice President of Pan American Wushu Federation.
And more members of the Pan American Wushu Federation, Mr. Diego Rivera.
Mrs. Elisete Toledo.
Mr. Adrian Teyacha.
Mr. Luiz Chanlati.
Mrs. Laura Esquivel, Ambassador of Mexico.
Mrs. Gisele Ferreira de Oliveira, Secretária de Estado de Esporte e Lazer.
Mrs. Celina Leão, Deputada Federal.
Mr. Júlio César Ribeiro, Deputado Distrital.
Mr. Liu Chenya.
Mr. Célio René.
And teacher Dr. Victor Lagi.
Mrs. Carla Ribeiro Tesla, Conselheira. We more than appreciate the presence of all authorities, and we would like to invite everyone to present the execution of the Brazilian national anthem. Please all stand.
We would like to correct some terms, ladies and gentlemen, that has been said. Mr. Julio Cesar Ribeiro is a federal deputy. And we also would like to invite to the chair the Confi Councillor José Barreto, Mr. Marcelo Ottonini, and Mr. José Antônio.
Mr. Reginaldo Sardinha, deputado distrital.
And Mr. Horácio Vieiras Parpo, Ambassador of Bolivia. Representing the Embassy of Bolivia. We have here today more than 300 athletes who came all the way from their countries, and after years of preparation, this is the first international opportunity for us to get together after the coronavirus pandemic. We know that being an athlete is not an easy task. And what does it mean to be an athlete? Can we simply translate on a single word? We don't think so. Because each one of you here today would surely respond this question differently. But what we can say is that being an athlete is to exceed love over victory. It is to crave to get better than yesterday. So therefore, we would like to invite now 2 athletes from each delegation to represent all of you who have fought so hard to be here tonight. Please, Argentina. Bermudas. Bolivia. Canada.
Chile.
Chile.
Colômbia.
Dominican Republic.
Mexico.
Paraguay.
Puerto Rico.
Uruguay.
United States of America.
And Brazil.
A competition of this status demands a labor of great number of people so it can achieve high levels of organization and excellency. It has been months of planning and effort we could get here orderly and fashioned. As we reflect our gratitude, we would like to now perform some tributes.
Would you like to ask to please stand Mr. Anthony Go? Would you like to ask to stand Mrs. Celina Leão? Would you like to stand Mr. Júlio César Ribeiro? Please stand Mr. Paulo Medeiros. Mr. Martins Machado. Mr. Sardinha. Would you like to honor the Conselho de Administração do Fundo de Apoio ao Esporte, the CONFAE? Mr. José Antônio, please stand. Mr. José Antônio Soares da Silva. Mrs. Gisele Ferreira de Oliveira. Essa aqui vai para quem? And also honoring the Secretaria de Estado de Esporte e Lazer do Distrito Federal. Please, Mrs. Gisele. And a tribute of a knowledge for Mr. Anthony Go. Mr. Yang Lee. Mrs. Lu Xiaolin. Mr. Matt Wong. Mr. Liu Shenya. On behalf of all the referees who have made a marvelous job on preparations for this event and who play an extremely relevant role in a competition, I invite Elisete Toledo from Chile to take the referee's oath.
In the name of the all judge and officials, I promise that we shall officiate in these Pan American Games with complete impartiality, respecting and abiding by the rules which govern them, in the true spirit and sportsmanship.
And NSEN will represent all the 13th Pan American Wushu competition. We would like to invite the Brazilian athlete Márcio Coutinho to take the athlete's oath.
Athlete's oath. We promise to take part in these Pan American Games, respecting and abiding by the rules in the spirit of fair play, inclusion, and equality. Together we stand in solidarity and commit ourselves to sport without doping, without cheating, without any form of discrimination, we swear.
And now, I would like to invite to come forward Mr. Anthony Go, President of the Pan American Wushu Federation, to welcome all our guests. Is it on? Yes.
Honorable Serena Real, Deputy Pharaoh, Honorable Gisele Oliveira, Brazilian Sport Secretary, Honorable Mr. Julio Ribeiro, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Brasilia. On behalf of the Federation, Pan American Wushu Federation, we're extremely pleased to see so many of you here. Supersede the value of the medals. Because these are the qualities that you attain from the competitions will outlast the medals that you receive in your lifetime. The principle of fair play is paramount to our sport. I urge all our judges adhere to the principle of transparency, consistency, and impartiality. I want to thank the Brazilian Wushu Confederation, the City of Brasilia, the Brazilian Sport Secretariat, for all your supports and contribution to the success of these championships. Last but not least, my appreciation go to all the officials, judges, volunteers, and parents. A big thank you to all of you. Now enjoy the competition, enjoy Brasilia. Thank you.
We also would like to invite to come forward Miss Celina Leão, Deputada Federal. Miss Gisele Ferreira. One, oh, please, Gisele, one each.
Sejam bem-vindos ao Brasil.
Please welcome to Brazil.
Sejam bem-vindos à capital do Brasil.
Welcome to Brazilian capital.
A nossa cidade respira o esporte.
Our city breathes sports.
Eu sou deputada federal do esporte.
I am federal deputy of sport.
E nós sabemos como isso move o nosso coração.
And we know how this moves all of our hearts.
É uma honra receber atletas do mundo todo aqui hoje.
It's an honor to receive all of you athletes all around from the world.
Desse esporte que traz, além de toda atividade física, toda uma cultura junto com ele.
From this sport specifically, that brings all energy, all culture with it.
Quero cumprimentar aqui o senhor Anthony Go, presidente da Federação Pan-Americana.
I'd like to welcome Mr. Anthony Go, President of World Federation of Wushu,
que acreditou que o nosso estado poderia fazer este grande evento.
the one who believed that our country would host such event.
Queria agradecer o Marcos Vinícius,
I would like to welcome Mr. Marcos Vinicius,
que também confiou em nós.
that also trusted on us.
Quero cumprimentar 2 deputados também do esporte,
I'd like to say welcome other 2 deputies from sports,
deputado Júlio César, deputado federal,
Federal Deputy Júlio César,
e deputado distrital Sardinha.
and District Deputy Sardinha.
E agradecer ao nosso fundo de apoio ao esporte, junto à Secretaria de Esporte, que sem vocês isso não teria acontecido.
And I'd like to say thank you to Condafi. Without your support, we wouldn't have made here today.
Sejam bem-vindos, vocês estão em casa.
Please be welcome and feel at home.
We would like to invite Gisele, Federal Debut. Gisele Ferreira de Oliveira, Secretária de Estado e Esporte e Lazer, please.
Boa tarde.
Good afternoon.
Boa tarde. Agradecer a Deus.
We'd like to thank God.
Nós do esporte
We from the sport.
sabemos o quanto foi passar por essa pandemia.
We from sport know what we've been through this pandemic.
Estou muito emocionada por este momento.
But I'm very emotive about this event.
Receber 16 países aqui na nossa capital.
Receive 16 countries in our capital.
É com muita emoção que Brasília está se tornando a capital do esporte.
With a lot of emotion, Brasilia is becoming the capital of sport.
Temos vontade em fazer o esporte,
We have the strength to do the sport,
mas sem recursos não conseguimos.
but without resources, we couldn't.
Por isso somos muito felizes que temos deputados que acreditam no esporte.
That's why we are very happy that we have deputies they believe in sport.
Como a deputada Celina Leão,
As deputada Celina Leão,
deputado Júlio César,
deputado Júlio César,
deputado Sardinha,
deputy Sardinha,
e um conselho de fundo ao apoio ao esporte,
and Confai,
que nós presidimos.
that we preside.
Quero que fiquem de pé os nossos conselheiros que estão aqui presentes.
I would like the counselors to stand
Uma salva de palmas ao nosso conselho.
and greetings.
Obrigada, obrigada. Agradecer ao governo do Distrito Federal,
I'd like to thank the Brazilian governor,
o governador Ibanez, que nos dá condições
the Ibanez governor that give us strength
de abraçar esses grandes campeonatos.
As to embrace all of these big championships.
À frente da Secretaria de Esporte, vocês podem contar conosco que esse será o primeiro aqui no nosso país.
In the name of Secretary of Sports, I can guarantee that this is going to be the first one here in our country.
De muitos outros, que comece os jogos.
The first of many others. Let the games begin.
Antes de concluir, eu quero que a nossa delegação brasileira fique de pé.
We would like to ask Brazilian delegations to stand, please.
Cadê? Todos os atletas, cadê do Brasil? Fiquem de pé. Cadê nossos atletas?
Ah.
Aliás, todos os atletas, uma salva de palmas, todos os atletas.
All the athletes, please stand up.
Obrigada, gente. A salva de palmas são para vocês. Obrigada.
And also, we would like to invite to the stage Mr. Júlio César Ribeiro, Federal Deputy.
Boa tarde, good afternoon. Quero aqui agradecer a Deus a oportunidade de estar aqui com todos vocês.
First of all, I'd like to say thanks to God, the opportunity to be here with you today.
Cumprimentando o nosso presidente da Confederação Internacional, Anthony.
And say welcome to the president of the International Confederation, Anthony Go.
Cumprimentando também os meus amigos presidentes locais, Dionísio e Marcos, que fazem um trabalho belíssimo em prol do Wushu no nosso país.
Say hi to all my friends here present today that made Wushu possible.
Cumprimentando também os nossos queridos deputados, deputada Celina Leão, deputado Reginaldo Sardinha, que realmente faz um trabalho belíssimo pelo esporte, assim como eu.
To greet all of our deputies that also make a wonderful job for sports like me.
Em nome da nossa atleta de Wushu, Paulinha Abdami, e da nossa querida atleta Carla, que aqui está de Karatê, quero cumprimentar todos os atletas aqui presentes no ginásio.
I would like to greet our athletes, Paula and Carla, and all of you athletes here today.
E dizer que estou muito feliz em também ser um dos deputados federais que apoia o esporte aqui no Distrito Federal.
I'm very touched to be one of the deputies that make supports for for sports here at Federal District.
E não só das artes marciais, mas sim de todas as modalidades, que desde que fui secretário de esporte em 2012, a gente vem apoiando incondicionalmente o esporte em nossa capital.
And not only Wushu, all the martial sports that we have been supporting here in our federal capital since then.
Muito feliz em poder receber este grande evento e desejar a todos um excelente evento e que realmente nós possamos trazer mais eventos como esse para o nosso país. Que Deus abençoe a todos e sejam bem-vindos em Brasília.
I'm very happy to be one of the persons that make possible that this could happen here today. And please, welcome to Brazil, feel at home, and God bless you.
E finalizo cumprimentando os conselheiros aqui do CONFAI e do FAI aqui em Brasília, porque sem eles e a Secretaria de Esporte, esse evento não estaria acontecendo. Ficam os meus agradecimentos a todos vocês. Boa competição a todos.
Let the games begin. Now, please, I would like to invite to the stage Mr. Marcos Alves, Secretary General of Brazilian Wushu Confederation.
Boa tarde, saudações a todos. Greetings everyone. Saludos a todos. Muy bienvenidos. Very welcome. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos. Welcome to Brasilia, welcome to Brazil, welcome to the 13th Pan American Wushu Championships. Distinguished Mr. Anthony Go, President of Pan American Wushu Federation. Distinguished Ms. Gisele Ferreira de Oliveira, Secretary of State for Sport and Leisure of Brasilia. Distinguished Ms. Celina Leão, Federal Deputy. Distinguished Mr. Júlio César Ribeiro, Federal Deputy. And distinguished honorable guests present here, and all participants, Wushu athletes, judges, coaches, and observers. Thank you so much for being here. A special thanks to all national federations representatives. I would like to thank you for the great effort to bring your teams to attend this event. And on behalf of Brazilian Wushu Confederation, I would like to thank the Pan American Wushu Federation, EB member, technical committee, and all the local organizing committee members for the great effort in the organization of the 13th Pan American Wushu Championships. Thank you so much. As Mr. Gold just said, this is our first international event since the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. And we are very happy to be gathered here for another beautiful Pan American Wushu Championship. This moment is really special for all of us. As for our young athletes who are the future of Wushu sport, this will be a great opportunity to exchange experience and learn from the most experienced athletes. Wish you all the best of luck. I also need to mention that this is the first time that we'll have disability athletes categories that will be included in the Pan American Wushu Federation's events. And we truly believe that this will be a great contribution of Wushu sport to our society, to be more inclusive and contributing to provide equal opportunities to all citizens. Please allow me to make a short speech in Portuguese with a special thanks to the local authorities. Eu gostaria de deixar registrado aqui, em nome de toda a comunidade do Wushu da Panamérica, os meus mais sinceros agradecimentos pelo apoio que nós recebemos do governo do Distrito Federal, do GDF, através da Secretaria de Esportes de Brasília, e a um grupo de senhores aqui que compõe o Conselho do Fundo de Apoio ao Esporte, o CONFAI. Sem esse apoio, seria impossível entregar um evento com esta estrutura a todos os nossos convidados. E seria impossível oferecer aos nossos atletas as melhores condições possíveis para suas apresentações. Meu muito obrigado a todos os senhores. Vocês estão fazendo a diferença para o esporte, para o Wushu e para o nosso país. Muito obrigado.
Without the help, the sports would not be happening right now.
And finally, not less important, a warm thanks to all volunteers, university students. Your contribution is being crucial to the success of this event. Thank you so much for all volunteers. I wish you all a great competition, and I hope you have time to enjoy this beautiful city, Brasilia. Thank you so much.
bring now to the stage, as a first presentation, the Brazilian team of Taolu. Please welcome Rafael Onadal, Luisa Onauchan,
Shen on Nangun,
Angela Daoshu,
Mateus on Gunshu,
Michele on Changpan,
Márcio on Jianshu,
Brenda on Kwangshu,
Everson on Daoshu,
Ellen on Jiangchu,
Caio on Xuandang,
Gabriel on Nanquan.
If you're just tuning in, welcome to the 13th Pan American Wushu Championships, Brasilia, Brazil. We're about to see a Taolu demonstration from the local Brazilian team.
I don't know about you, but I get the goosebumps.
We just saw the southern broadsword, and now we're seeing the staff. A great preview of what is to come in the competition. Very exciting and flashy. We see the Chinese broadsword.
This is Michelle, she's doing Chantran.
Excellent flexibility and grace from the northern form movement.
Look at this guy, he's amazing.
Such height. Now to the king of all weapons, the spear.
Fast they are.
Now we have the elegant weapon, the straight sword.
I know her since she was a kid.
She's definitely been training for quite some time.
Yeah, I bet.
Why not hold two swords if we can? Double broadsword.
You gotta have a lot of coordination to do.
Now some southern fists. Notice the powerful movements. Often the sleeveless top will be an indicator that we're going to see some southern. Excellent back flip.
Fighters, Sanda fighters.
And to represent the Sanda modality, please welcome the athletes of the Brazilian national team.
Now where the Taolu is performance oriented. Sanda is practical fighting. So there is no limitation on what style you learned as far as punch and kick. As long as it is a legal technique, you're allowed to use it in Sanda fights. And we'll be seeing this tomorrow. Now we saw strikes, but also in Sanda, wrestling, takedowns, throws, catching the kicks.
I think that's the most difference of Sanda from the other side, right?
Absolutely. Kick catching is the foundation of Sanda. You must think before you throw a kick at a Sanda martial artist because they may catch it and put you on your back very quickly. Oh, looks like we're going to see some pad work here.
Yeah. Mix between takedowns, punches, and kicks makes the Sanda very exciting fight.
Yes, the action can go anywhere. The fighters are constantly trying to lead the fight into a different place, make a man box when they want to wrestle, make a person kick when they want to catch.
And tomorrow is going to be even more exciting because from tomorrow they'll be at the Lei Tai.
Yeah. So the Lei Tai is a platform that they'll be fighting on here. Very different variations of throws and ways to catch. The Sanda fighter must be well-rounded and understand all of these, as well as defensive. You see the people being thrown must understand how to land too.
You better.
At this year's opening, we would like to highlight the importance of Wushu category, the competition, the category for athletes with disability. It's a symbol of inclusion on our sport environment. So we'd like to invite to welcome forward the Brazilian athlete Kimberly Lima on our demonstration to represent the modality Taolu.
This girl is amazing.
So she is vision impaired, but competing. And this is what they were discussing, of opening up more divisions and being more inclusive in Wushu. This is so incredible. I love to see this.
Me too, man. How great is that?
That is wonderful. Just bringing the house down.
Yeah. It's touching. Something that I love about the sport is that you can compete since you are 4 years old up to 70s or 80s with internal
Absolutely.
styles.
Yes.
Hope you guys
And to enjoy even more our ceremony, we would like to bring the dance group Pop Crew, bringing the choreography show that involves theater, scene, and performance.
Now a little bit of local flavor, huh? A little dance troupe.
I would like to invite you guys to follow our social media and watch the whole event at the YouTube tomorrow.
And Taolu will actually start this evening, 5 p.m. local time, Brasilia?
Yeah.
And Sanda, you'll hear us tomorrow.
cómo hacemos. Si tú me deseas, yo a ti también. Hace rato te quiero comer. Di qué vas a hacer. Así que ponme un dembow que se no respeta. Tengo para ti la combi completa. Que no duró mucho soltera. Aprovecha.
You know the song?
Yes, I do.
I'm not as hip on the music, I guess, but it's fun.
It's fun and beautiful to watch. You know what I think is beautiful is that you get to see how close dancing and sports they are. Because it's all about movement, line of movement.
I can say training in the gym, having the right music on makes the right day, right?
Right.
Whether you're kickboxing, samba, lifting weights, or a dance group, I'm sure.
Look how beautiful they look.
Some similarities between Taolu as well, the flexibility, right?
That's what I mean. It's the line of movement.
Rosalía, Rosa, sin tarjeta, se la mando a tu gata, te la tengo con roleta, no hizo falta, se la nota, salgo yo una balacera, me visto de cualquier manera, en Nueva York visitando a mis joyeros, solo quiero
Nice information for you to know, Mark, is that the leader of this group used to be a Taolu athlete.
Well, that makes sense.
Doesn't it?
Tu gata quiere maqui, mi gata acabas aquí. Quiero una cadena que me arruina toda la cuenta, como Julio en los 70. Patina aquí, chicken teriyaki.
Crowd getting into it a bit here,
Yeah.
clapping along is good. Heating up the opening ceremonies a bit for us, huh?
It's an opportunity that the country has to show their culture and the other talents that they got.
Yeah.
It's all about the truth and how you express yourself. Nice job, guys.
Yeah. Crowd loving it.
And yearning to enjoy even more our ceremony. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we follow with a presentation of an important cultural fight demonstration. The capoeira is a sport fight born in Brazil when it was still a colony with disputes from landmarks and freedom by the black people brought from Africa. It is marked by moves and flexibility that aims to copy animals and their conviviation with nature. Reprise now a dance also born.
This is called makulele. It's a dance, but also a fight. It's part of capoeira.
So it looks like we could use these sticks similar to eskrima sticks, right? A fighting stick almost. Huh?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But hidden as a musical instrument.
Uh-huh. And they also do with the knives. Big knives.
I tell you what, my first time getting to be in Brazil, just feeling the heart of the place already, it's wonderful.
I bet you're gonna love our country.
It's just been a few days, and I want to stay longer for sure.
Now we have a place to visit.
It's interesting too, because when I think about training in sanda, kickboxing or boxing, you know, any martial art, there's a big aspect when you get more experienced about almost playing, you know, relaxing, flowing, and it's so interesting to see an art that starts from that point of almost making a dance of it, flowing and relaxing, rather than starting hard and tense.
It's fun to hear you say that, because 20 years ago, maybe a little bit less, I did some capoeira for 2 years. And because I am a fighter since I'm a kid, usually I didn't get the flow as easy as they did. As the only correction that they are always talking to me is, let it go, let it flow, don't fight, let it go.
And now we see the knives you were talking about too.
Yeah, see, I told you about the knives.
Almost a sword. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Look at the sparks. Ladies and gentlemen, those are not play toys.
No, not for rubber.
Love it.
Wow.
We had the pleasure
Great
to
job.
prize a dance that it was also brought to Brazil colony. The maculele comes from Santo Amaro da Purificação. It has natives origins, and it is practiced by holding two wooded cans or by using machetes.
You're gonna see how fast they fight, how smooth they are. It's impressive.
And they know how to get the crowd involved too. I love it.
Here, you can hear, huh?
Makes it more fun. Yes, excellent. And we can see her hiding the movements, the strikes within dancing and flowing. It's awesome. And even our young friends getting into it too.
Yeah.
Perfect time to start.
In the past, they were supposed to be practicing, but they have to pretend they're just dancing.
Yeah.
And you see, you have fighters of all ages and all young and a little older.
it just looks like a great way to stay healthy.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
The cardio and flexibility has to be wonderful for this.
And for them, it's also a lifestyle. Capoeira people, they have like a capoeira lifestyle, if you can say like that.
Now getting the crowd really involved.
Wow, do you see that?
Yes.
This guy is amazing.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Can also see, I mean, I imagine having done kickboxing, if someone was moving like this, I wouldn't know what to anticipate, you know?
Yeah.
Like, so low and the evasive movements, you know?
I've seen some guys from capoeira doing very good jobs in MMA.
Yeah. Here we see almost like a sparring routine, getting the sense of distance and throwing the kicks towards each other.
And do you notice how together they are? They flow with each other and they buy the fight. You say that you buy the fight.
Yeah. Sense of rhythm.
Look how amazing this is. Whoa, nice sweep.
Scissor kick. Ah, we remember Kung Lee back in the day, and Sancho Sanda.
I remember Kung Lee doing that. I remember Kung Lee doing that.
Now we have a sense. Maybe he was watching some capoeira video.
Yeah. Now we know where that came from.
Yeah.
Good
The
job,
Brazilian
guys.
Cultural Center of Roots exists for 32 years now, and it was founded by the master Halil Capoeira, the very own Maculele.
In Brazil, we also have the traditional Festas Juninas. Typical born at the Northwest region, this nationwide party can be carried out all through the months of June and July. It represents gratitude for the arrival of the rainy season, which improves local economy and boosts people's lives. The Juninas dance group Sabugo de Milho is a group which has already 80 years of traditional performing. It is a non-profit group performed by youths from the local cities Taguatinga and Ceilândia. Locally, they have already performed at the traditional parties and also competed, winning the top positions at those competitions, including this year. This Sabugo de Milho group is happy to present the team. The act of the Ranchos people and a tale for those who believe.
Encontrei meus afumbados, tudo encostado no muro, encosto pau e me lembrei que era mês de junho, fui virado cabrum, a visa foi meu amor.
Look how pretty this is. It reminds me when I was a kid in my city in Aracaju, Sergipe. All my family loved that.
try to do this?
I did some.
Yeah, a little bit when you were
Yeah, I
young.
did some when I was young.
I imagine this is in the U.S. we would do square dancing, some of us, but I like this a lot more than the square dancing. This looks way more fun.
I gotta confess that it's pretty touching to me. It's emotional to me.
E eu me lembrei que todo dia é santo se eu for pra qualquer canto pra dançar o meu forró.
Pay attention. Look how fast they are.
E esse é sucesso! O forró daqui é melhor do que o seu. O sanfoneiro é muito melhor. Agora adianta a noite inteira. A brincadeira levanta pó, é animado, fica cochila. Chega, faz fila pra dançar. Na entrada da escrita é proibido cochila. É proibido cochilar. É proibido cochilar. A poeira sobe, o suor desce. A gente vê o sol raiar. O sanfoneiro padece, mas não pode reclamar. Está ganhando dinheiro, é por dinheiro ganhar. E ele leu
I don't know if you knew, but there are some national competitions of this.
Yeah. So it's similar to, I guess, ballroom dancing or something.
Probably, yeah, pretty much, pretty much.
Yeah, swing dance.
They get together in a city and 30, 40 groups, they compete against each other. It's amazing.
Well, again, it looks like so much fun, first off, and then just from the standpoint of
Look at their face.
Yeah, they're having a blast. Great exercise, talent, and tradition, which is so nice too, you know, to keep that traditions going. I love it. So colorful.
Something important for a country is to keep the tradition. Everybody has to know where they come from.
Yes, absolutely.
Se me aceitares, eu prometo, juro te dar amor puro do meu coração.
Faz isso não, meu bem. Eu dou caco sim. Sei que você também irá gostar de mim. Faz isso não, meu bem. Eu dou caco sim. Sei que você também irá gostar de mim. Bateu saudade, eu quero achar um jeito de você voltar. Eu voaria nas asas da lua, vou de rua em rua, preciso te encontrar. Eu voaria nas asas da lua, vou de rua em rua, preciso te encontrar. Diz onde está qual o teu endereço, será que eu mereço ganhar teu perdão? Se me aceitares eu prometo, juro te dar amor puro do meu coração.
The one in white, she's the bride.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
So,
she's the bride, and the guy is her fiancé.
Yeah. What a wonderful performance.
Feito colar de rima. Venha mais eu, noite e dia, corta estrada, até que um calo cresça no pé, que as mãos se apoiem no chão, até que os dedos rachem no asfalto. Carrega eu quando der, por enquanto agora, eu vou seguir você pelo mundo afora. Eu vou seguir você pelo mundo, até no chão de areia quente, pedra eu vou pisar. Eu vou seguir você até doer.
let me tell you, from a fitness perspective, they're doing a bunch of jump squats out there too.
Yeah.
That's no joke. They make it look fun and easy, but I imagine that has got to be very tiring.
And to get here, they did this many hours. A lot of practice.
Do you know what they're saying for this song?
No, I didn't see what they're saying. They're singing together along with the music. Well, they're saying they're gonna follow each other until the other day, and dance together until the other day.
Well, that was just awesome.
With this song, it's gonna feel more energy. You can see how they step, how they dance. Is more energy. This is very traditional in the north of our country. North and northeast, mostly more northeast. You wouldn't believe, Mark, but in Aracaju, my city, they have like 1 month of party every day.
This sounds
In
all right to
June.
me.
Yeah.
This sounds quite all right to me.
It's great, man.
Next time, remind me, come down in June, I'll stop by.
Yeah. We got a deal. Looks fun, huh?
Yeah, they look like they had a blast out there. That was great.
And so, we would like to thank the presence of all. And we declare open the 13th Pan American Wushu Championship. And we would like to remind that the Taolu competitions are going to start here today in a few moments. This event coverage can be viewed on CBKW, the YouTube transmissions on the YouTube of CBKW. Let the competitions begin.
I'd like to invite all you guys to follow the CBKW social media. We're gonna be
Queremos
live.
recordar a todos los presidentes y secretarios generales de las federaciones deportivas de Wushu que nos acompañan en este evento. Les pedimos por favor pasar al área de transporte para abordar el autobús que tendrá a bien llevarnos a todos a la celebración del Congreso 2023 de la Confederación Panamericana de Wushu. Muchas gracias.
Gracias.